Hello Pisces, welcome to Aries Moon Arcana. How are ya? My name is Kaya and I'll be doing a tarot reading for you for Mercury Retrograde, June 18th through July 12th. I have my own opinions about Mercury Retrograde. If you want to know more about what that means, you can check out the intro that's at the beginning of this playlist. I'm not a fear-mongering Mercury Retrograde person. I don't believe in putting your life on hold for things like this. It happens like multiple times, 3 to 4 times typically in a year, and I don't think waiting a month every 4 months or something, it just doesn't make sense to me. So I don't live my life like that at all, and it's never been a problem. So I'm not going to jump on that propaganda wagon. Instead, I am going to say that the one thing that I have seen over and over and over again with Mercury Retrograde is reassessing. I've seen relapses happen. I've seen exes come back, revisiting. So there's a lot of like rethinking that happens during Mercury Retrograde. I think that's more accurate, a more accurate like interpretation of everything that happens. So basically that's that. I pulled an oracle card for you. I got the Six of Wands reversed. And in terms of this, I'm seeing it sort of as like, don't celebrate just yet. Hold off, hold on. So we'll see what that means. I'm not really sure yet. I haven't gotten a full picture because it's a single card and we need to do more cards. So let's see here. Don't celebrate just yet means something. So let's find out. Shall we? Come on down to Tarot Town and let's clarify, or rather clear the energy. Because we want to make sure these cards are all free and clear. A lot of energy gets passed through these bad boys. So let's make sure it's all about Pisces. Starting from scratch. Ground zero, I like to say. All right, that should do it. I'm gonna start with my golden universals, my trusty cards. All right, Pisces. What do Pisces need to hear? Pisces is about Mercury Retrograde. Six of Wands reversed. I'm getting the sense to like not celebrate just yet. Maybe you gotta go over, maybe since it's Mercury Retrograde and that's about reassessing, maybe you need to go over some plans or just go over something another 500 times. Just kidding. You just have to go over something a couple more times or one more time before you can really start to celebrate. Something's on hold here. There's a reason. And I know the irony, of course, is that I just said I don't believe in putting your life on hold for Mercury Retrograde, but if the cards are saying it, you know, I want to know why. That's more my thing, because I'm more apt to be like, shut up, I'm not listening to you. Aries Moon, can't help it. All right, let's just see what we got here. All right, Nine of Pentacles reversed, 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords reversed, 3 of Cups reversed. Yeah, I mean, you're not ready. 6 of Cups reversed. I'm going to pull one more. And the 8 of Swords reversed. You're not ready for something. There's more work to be put in. You are not quite where you need to be emotionally for something. I don't know what this is yet, but I'm seeing like, I don't know. Something needs to happen. Your money's not coming in the way it needs to be. You're not quite there with like a project. Something hasn't come through yet. You're still healing from something also. There's like a couple different things going on here. You're still healing from something. You're trying not to go crazy and party too much, or maybe you've had too much of a good thing and you're kind of like, okay, time to back off, slow down. You're thinking back to nostalgia and it's like not really realistic because you need to be focusing here on all the things you have to do. And it's like, it's time to kind of take the blindfold off, because I think that you want to just rush in and start celebrating something or just like enjoying the benefits of something or reaping the rewards, but they're not here yet. So there's nothing to enjoy, nothing to do yet. And I think that there's a lot of healing that you still need to do, or some sort of reassessing. I just don't think it's there. I think the bread's in the oven, but it ain't fucking cooked all the way, so don't go eating it yet. You know what I mean? So let's get some clarity and dig right into this, because I'm curious about this. 9 of Pentacles reversed. She's not quite there. She's maybe spending beyond her means because she knows there's money coming in, so she's gonna spend a bunch of it, but she hasn't seen the money come in yet, and I wouldn't suggest that. I wouldn't suggest that. So let's see. Always, just from a frugal standpoint, you know, be smart. So I'm just seeing a little maybe overindulging here. The Devil, Eight of Wands, Page of Cups. I mean, I see some immaturity here, you guys. What are you doing? Some sort of addiction. You're giving too much energy to an addiction. This feels very impulsive. Like I said, you're overspending, shopping, or spending money on things you just don't need right now because you know, like I said, you're gonna get more money in, but you're being a little reckless and careless about it, and it's not coming from a place of maturity. You haven't like sat and thought about the consequences of what you want to do. You're just going out and just buying that thing, or putting your money somewhere that like you can't get it back, and you're not really thinking it through. I'm seeing it sort of as a problem for you, maybe, that this happens in your life. This is a pattern with that Devil card. There's sort of an addiction here to material stuff. Nine of Pentacles reversed. And I'm just seeing a little impulsive energy here, and it's not equal with the amount of work that you've put into something. So that's your first, like, watch it, you know, just watch it a little, just be aware of it. 10 of Wands reversed is like, there's gonna be more, you gotta just put more work into whatever it is. I think you need to put more work into healing something. That Devil card needs to be addressed. You need to look inside of yourself and figure out what that means. What is that? Is that an addiction? Is that something you really need to look at? Is there some drinking that you are doing too much? With that Three of Cups reversed, a little too indulgent, a little too like gimme, doing whatever I want here, not thinking about consequences energy, and maybe ignoring some responsibilities. Four of Wands reversed, Ace of Wands, Justice reversed. Yeah, you're like impulsive. And because of that, it's destabilizing. It's destabilizing you, and it's making things off balance. And it's just too exciting. You can't help yourself. You get so excited when you see something new or something that you really want. And you haven't worked for it enough. You're not ready, and you keep doing it, and it's destabilizing you. That's what I think. And you're just gonna keep on getting yourself back to that same place of this pain that needs to be healed. Like I said, I think it has to do with the Devil card, but let's see, because it could also be maybe just a separate issue. There is some healing going on that could mean anything, right? So let's get some clarity on this 10 of Swords reversed. Is this connected to that Devil card and the overspending, or the like not being smarter with your money, or is this like a separate issue altogether? Eight of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I think it's money. I do. You know, the pentacles surrounding the 10 of Swords. I think you have a hard time focusing and working really hard and balancing your work and your life together. And you just have a really tough time manifesting that stuff, and you have a tough time making this work ethic happen. And it's really, I think you're recognizing it now with this Devil card here. It's kind of obvious to you that it's something you need to start healing. And so you can recognize that there's that you want the balance, you know, because this is like more of a wish. These are wish cards for me in this context. You're struggling attaining these two energies. And I think that you need to be holding off and taking some time and really working on that victory, because that's more important than your like momentary enjoyment. So you need to be working on the longer term stuff and healing some stuff. Maybe you use drugs or alcohol to kind of ignore this fact about yourself, and let it keep you stuck somewhere where you really don't need to be anymore. Because you really do struggle to make money, it looks like. You struggle with the ability to really make that happen for yourself. And you feel kind of like at the whims of everybody else and everything else and fate and stuff like that. And I think that you maybe use partying or overindulging as like a way to ignore that, because you don't want to have to look at it. Emperor, Seven of Swords, Hanged Man. Yeah, you're like, you know, when this card comes up, I say it's stealing from your future self. Always. Unless this has to do with another person, but it does not. It has to do with you stealing from your future self. You know what I mean? You're like, you're stuck in this mode. You've just accepted that that's the way that you are. That you're bad with money and that's just the way it is. You're stealing from your future self of becoming a baller, emperor. That's like the entrepreneur. It's possible that you'd like to be in business for yourself, but you keep spending money like you already are, and you fucking ain't. So you can't be spending your money like you're the baller boss, that you're a rich person. You're stealing from the possibility of ever even getting to that point by doing that. You're just like dug in, you're settled, you have accepted that that's your lot in life is to just be super broke, and so we'll just spend our money when we get it, when we can, instead of really using it for your benefit and building up to this emperor energy, which is what you should be doing. If you really want a baller life, you gotta fucking get off of that cross. Get off that cross. I want to say Jesus, but I guess that doesn't really fit here. But yeah, you're overindulging, and it's taking away. It's taking away from your future and your life and your the things that you actually really want deep down. You're covering up with it's like you're using band-aids on a gaping wound here. That's what I'm seeing. Because of the momentary fulfillment, and it's not going anywhere. You can't. It's not going to happen that way. Get your ass to the hospital and get those stitches. So 6 of Cups reversed. I think you're, like I said, you've got sort of like an immature outlook about this stuff. I don't know that you're immature, but I think your particular outlook is a little bit outdated, and it's time to reassess. That's what the gift of Mercury retrograde really should be. Is reassessing your patterns and your why. Why do you do the things that you do? What are the unconscious motivations that are going on? So you have an opportunity to think about it, but I think you're a little, when it comes to finances, I'm seeing a little behind the curve here. There's a lot of fear involved. And so you want to stay put, because I think you're afraid that with more power comes more responsibility, right? And it's true. So with the more money you're making, the more you're going to have to think about it, the more responsibility you're going to have to take on. And I think you don't love that, Pisces. The moon reversed, the world, and then the 5 of Wands. So it's really, I think it's really part of your structure. You let it be way too confusing. You let it be, you let it make you more of an aggressive person than necessarily need to be. Yeah, I think this is just, this mentality overwhelms your whole life, the world and the moon reversed. It overwhelms your whole life, and it's too much of it. It's too much negativity that you're surrounding your world with. There's too many reversals surrounding that fucking world card for me to be very happy about it. And you as well. You're not living up to your potential. You're not using your energy properly. You're kind of all over the place. I'm seeing a lot of what's going on here, and I think again it's particular to the finances, and you're a little bit stuck there. She's stuck in between those two cards. She's stuck in that cycle, and you got to break that cycle. So you can't be celebrating because you don't have anything to celebrate yet. You got to fucking put some work into fixing that part of yourself. You have to take the blindfold off, motherfucker. That's what you got to do. So let's see here. Do we have advice that we can give them, or what can we say to Pisces here about taking this blindfold off? Taking the blinders off the horse to be able to really see clearly what needs to be done, what can be done. Just get into it. 8 of Swords reversed. It's time to make some changes. Take that blindfold off. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Knight of Wands. 5 of Pentacles, poverty card, Knight of Swords. You need to harness your energy better. I think you've got some impulsive stuff here. Knight of Swords is super impulsive. This is the poverty card, so of course it came up here. You gotta start taking that blindfold off, and you gotta harness that energy. You cannot just keep rushing in and rushing to change things or do things or go here or go there, or make this rash decision to buy this thing or spend money here or spend money there. You have got to get it together. That's what I'm seeing. You got to take this blindfold off yourself, and the only way you're going to do that is to harness that energy. That the wands are all your energy and your passions. you need to like hold them because you have that inspiration here, that Ace of Wands back here with the Four of Wands reversed. You have that like powerful excitement and inspiration to go do things and do projects that consume your money and your finances, and you're spending as if you have a better job than you do. You're spending beyond your means, essentially, and you need to really harness that passion and that power and that energy, and you need to put it onto focusing on making this poverty card disappear, or at least upside down, because upside down is healing from the poverty mindset, but he's upright right here. You know what I'm saying? So you have to figure out your impulses, Pisces. And I know that Pisces, we hear a lot that Pisces don't tend to be very impulsive or whatever. They're slower moving. I think that's bullshit. It's right next to Aries, so typically people with Pisces sun have some Aries in their chart too, and Aries are super reckless sometimes, you know? That's like just kind of the name of the game. So I think you've got some work to do in terms of like harness that energy. Harness it to put things in a better place. Be smart. Be smart about your money. And you know, if this is the Pisces that's already smart about their money, then this isn't for you. But if you know a Pisces that needs to hear this message, send them my way. So let's see, are there any like summation cards that we need, outcome cards, some sort of like sum it up, or maybe are there some messages that we missed that Pisces needs to hear for Mercury retrograde? Hello. What can we say to the Pisces? Nine of Wands reversed. King of Swords, and one more. Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah, you're gonna have to be cutthroat about this stuff. You're gonna have to learn how to be cutthroat. You're gonna have to learn how to hold your ground, stand your ground, and just fucking get it done. This guy is super, super, super analytical. He's super organized. He has got his shit together. All of his winter clothes are packed in neat little plastic bins in the closet or in the attic because otherwise moths will get to them. He's thinking about the future. He's thinking about how things are and what makes sense, and he's analytically knocking all the bullshit out of his life. He's completely cutthroat. He makes decisions that are for the greater good for himself, and he doesn't give a fuck the way it makes him look. You are here in these reversal energies. You know what I mean? You're here in like your energy is all over the place. You have not harnessed your energy. There's so many wand cards that are fucking reversed here. You know, or if they're not reversed, they're impulsive. You got to harness your energy and you have to think more clearly. You have to use your intellect and your mind to really like tell you what to do. You have to follow your King of Swords energy. Sit with that. That's your job. That's your homework, Pisces, is to meditate on the King of Swords and like become more like the King of Swords. That's what you got to do because your energy is all over the place. Your wands are all fucking reversed and they're all shooting fucking fire and lightning all over the place. And none of it is for your greater good or your greater calling. King of Swords, that's the energy I want you guys to focus on. You heard? I think that would just be best for you. That's all. No big deal. So that's what I have to say to you. Thank you so much for watching. Obviously, if you're still here, I resonated with it, and I'm happy to hear that. So comment, subscribe, like, share, if that is the case. I have upcoming videos. The schedule for those is in the description box below. And I do personal readings as well, so my Etsy page is also down there. And yeah, plenty of videos coming out in the next couple days or couple weeks. There's just a lot of planetary happenings in June, so you'll be seeing a lot more of this face, hopefully, if that is what you so choose to do. So thank you so much, Pisces, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.